Hi, and welcome to the August monthly loan market wrap with the team at Ray White Cheltenham. Another busy month. As you can see, my surrounds are a little bit different this time. Thought I'd have a go at using the power of technology to help with the monthly wrap. The two big highlights, and I touched on this with an email out to the team yesterday for me, from the month was the referral from Damo, right? It was a great referral. A client who was wanting to come on as part of the property management team. His timeline wasn't just quite right to come on straight away. And Damo said, look, I'm going to get Pete to get in touch and have a bit of a chat with you about some of your plans and your goals. And I was able to reach out to Amin and have a great chat to him about what he wanted to do, what he was trying to achieve, and how he could get there, and what part of the journey I would play in that, so where I could help. We reviewed his existing lending, and like lots of clients, no one had ever really educated him after he got his first home loan on what he should be doing, how he should be managing that, where he should be putting his savings. And just by having that conversation, I was able to highlight to him, if he restructures where he puts his spare cash, we're able to save him $200 a month, which is a real saving. And that just would not have happened if he hadn't spoken to Damo and Damo hadn't referred him on. So there straight away is the Ray White Cheltenham team building a really strong rapport with a prospective client. And I think from the latest update with Damo is that his timeframe's hopefully shortened up, and that should be coming on to the rent roll really soon. The other little highlight, the win for the month, was the story about my client Mustafa, where I had spoken to him in May, and he's self-employed and he didn't have 2 years full financials yet. It wasn't going to happen until July, August. And I outlined the pros and cons of doing an application at that time, and that he was very unlikely to get approved. Him and his wife saw a property they loved. They were talking to, his wife was talking to the CBA banker for a reason. I think she was in there for another matter. And he highlighted, oh, I'll be able to get you approved. No, this won't be a problem. And so they signed a contract. They did have a subject to finance clause. And they went through the CBA banker, who said, no worries, mate, I'll make it happen. And lo and behold, they had a 2-week finance clause. They asked for another week's extension. At the end of the 3rd week, the banker came back and said, look, this just isn't going to happen, and the loan was declined. What made that matter a little bit more complicated was that the vendor then accused the client of not getting his finance in a timely manner, which is actually part of that condition of a finance clause, and wanted to retain the deposit. So it was really stressful for him. The banker wasn't explaining the process. So Mustafa came back to me as soon as that happened and said, hey, look, I'm really sorry. My wife spoke to the banker and he said it would be no problems after you'd said no, and we really wanted someone to say yes to us. So I said, look, that's fine. Let's work together. As soon as you get your tax return done, we'll put together a pre-approval. And sure enough, he was really prompt in July, got his tax return done. We lodged an application with NAB, which is where they had their existing banking. So NAB had a really in-depth knowledge of this client as well. And once we lodged the application, they actually saw a property they wanted. They signed a contract subject to finance. We updated the pre-approval to a full application. And lo and behold, because it actually met policy this time, because we had the full 2 years financials, Mustafa and Leila were approved, and that loan will settle later this month, which was a really great outcome. So this is how I can help your clients. Let me know if there's anyone I can get in touch with. August was still a busy month, and Nana and I are really flat out now getting a lot of clients pre-approved. We think the back half of September and October will be really big. So look forward to working with you and making sure we get some buyers through those properties and get them pre-approved. Look forward to it. Thanks, guys. Bye.